You can sync your Google Calendar with your ChurchTrac calendar. That way, any event you add to your Google Calendar will automatically appear on the event screen in ChurchTrac. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a Google Calendar to ChurchTrac. First, you need to log into your Google Calendar account. Then, click the Options button to the right of the calendar name you want to sync with ChurchTrac. In this case, it's the three little dots to the right of this church calendar. In the following pop-up, select Settings and Sharing. On the following calendar settings menu, there's two things you need in order to sync this with your ChurchTrac account. The first is you need to make this calendar available to the public. This is in the Access Permissions for Events section. Just check this box before you grab the calendar ID. Now that the calendar is public, all we need is the calendar ID. Now, FYI, you do not need to get the shareable link right below where you make it available to the public. I say this because lots of people assume that link is what you need in order to sync this with ChurchTrac. I made that assumption myself when I first tried this out. But that link is only for sharing this calendar on social media or in an email or adding it to a button on a website. What you need is the calendar ID. And to find that, you just scroll all the way down near the bottom of this page until you find the Integrate Calendar section here. Right below that is the calendar ID. Just highlight that entire link and copy it. I'm going to right-click and select Copy, but you can Command-C or Control-C on your keyboard. Now at this point, we have everything we need from Google. Now let's jump into our ChurchTrac account to finish this process. So in your ChurchTrac account, go to the Event screen and then select the Edit Calendars tab at the very top of the screen. To add a Google Calendar, just click the Add Calendar button and give this calendar a name. I'm just going to call it Google Calendar to keep it simple, but you can title it whatever you need. Below that, in the Calendar Type section, select Google Calendar instead of the database calendar. And now I can paste in my Google Calendar ID. I'll just right-click and paste, but you can Command-V or Control-V on your keyboard. That's it. Once I select the Add Calendar button in the bottom right-hand corner, I've just synced my Google Calendar with ChurchTrac. From here, I can edit the calendar or any other details like the color of the events. In this little menu here to the right, I'll say I want this to be, let's say, dark blue. I can also choose who can view the events on this calendar from within the ChurchTrac account. And click Close. Now, let's test our work. In my Google Calendar, I'm just going to add a quick test event to make sure that I have successfully synced these with my ChurchTrac account. So I'll just use today's date as an example. I'll click on today's date, and I'll add an event. I'll just put in something generic like church event. Obviously, you can title this whatever you need. And then I'll make sure that the calendar that I synced with ChurchTrac has been selected in this menu, and click Save. Now let's jump back into my ChurchTrac account. I'll select the Calendar tab at the very top of the ChurchTrac Events screen, and there it is, the church event that I just added on the Google Calendar. That's it for adding a Google Calendar to ChurchTrac. If you want to learn more about other features in ChurchTrac Events or any other part of the software, go to churchtrac.com/support. You can easily search our entire user guide to find the answers you're looking for in seconds. Also, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and join our Facebook community of ChurchTrac users just like you in our Facebook group. Have a blessed day.